And welcome back to Little Moon Tarot. Here we are, another reading for today. This is a reading for general advice, and let's see, general advice. General advice for the person to whom this is directed towards, for the person to whom feels that this has been drawn to. Like if this showed up in your feed and you're like, what's this? And it resonates with you, there you go, you know? Yeah, if it soul resonates with you, then there you are. And remember, this is not for everybody. There are bits and pieces that, you know, might resonate, might not. Not everything is perfect, because, you know, but it is a lovely fall day on Lake Ontario. It's actually gorgeous out. I have the window off. There's no air conditioning on. It is beautiful. My friends, would you like to do? Okay. All right. Pretty much equal. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll put you guys over there for clarity. So it is a gorgeous day here. The trees are lovely, and this is the second start of a summer where it has literally, I mean, it's June. It should be hot and it's cold. I have a hoodie on. It's my favorite hoodie, actually. It's my Green Lantern. Green Lantern. Green Lantern. I love Green Lantern. I love Hal Jordan. He's my favorite. I know he becomes evil, but hey, you know, but I need to go through here because the other one is mixed in. So I'm just going to leave the other card that shouldn't be in here mixed in, because there must be a reason why. I don't know. Yes, yes. One of the stuffies hath died. It hath been killed. It is, the little fishy is no longer pristine, and Oscar is singing to the people of his people. Meow. Meow. What happened? Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what happened, but I love you. I love you. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. You love the cards. We're blessing the cards? Nice. Nice. The cards like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's putting out some negativity there, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I love you. Mwah. You're so good at kittens. We're going to have to move you over, though. I know, but we got to do our reading, and you can sit right next to me, okay? I know. Come on, let's watch me fail at picking you up. Not too bad. Not too bad, sir. All right. All right, sir. Sir. I say, my darling sir. Let's just kind of see what he's going to do here. As long as he's not turning stuff on and off, we're all good. Still, though. Move stuff over. Moving stuff over. You want the other cards, too? There's the other cards. And you like the other cards, too. All right, before we begin, let's do our prayer. We've already cast a circle around this room, as well as the bathroom in case needed. And we've asked for protection and our guides to come in. And I say, Mighty Ashtaroth, please send your guidance and your wisdom lend. Let my cards and I see and speak in clarity and truthfulness and honesty. As we ask, so blessed be. Aw, we have a kitty tail. Yeah, you leave my Reese's alone. You can't have the Reese's. You know, your husband has taught you some bad things, my friends. Ollie is his husband. I call them the Oot partnership, because there's two Oohs, you know? Ollie and Oscar. And yeah, I really kind of love that movie, New in Town. I don't know why that got mentioned. Oh, because of the Oot partnership. It's with two O's. So, yes, today we are doing general advice and guidance, and for the person that this is for, no. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Ah, God. 5, 6, 7, 8. Abundance surrounds you. Yeah. The Queen. The Queen, number 40. Wine is the symbol of cheerfulness and gaiety. And this is true. This is a very happy queen. And they don't like people seeing the cracks in the bottle. And the 10 of Wands, the Tower, the Queen is having some tower moments. And she's stepping down from her queenly self. She's taking some steps backwards because she's having some tower moments. Massive upheaval in feelings and emotions around her. Massive tower moments. And yes, there is tons of dog hair because it is shedding season, and I sweep every other day, but let's face it, I have a Keeshond and a pug, and yes, they both get brushed, but it's shedding time. So yeah, that's very immediate. Very immediate, my sweet queen. You are in your cups. You are having tower moments. Now the tower, what the tower means is, and it's not like I can't tell you, but it's easier if I just look it up. Because sometimes when you're neurodivergent, you need to read the explanation. Otherwise, what you're going to tell someone isn't going to make any sense. Let's see. Oh, I remembered my my glasses. Whoop! And now I just dropped them. And I scattered a peanut butter cup someplace. Nope, just fell off the thing. It's okay, Ernie, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. That was my fault. I apologize, sir. I apologize. It wasn't you. Yep, it wasn't you, honey. I apologize. Yeah, you're safe. Yeah, wiggle it off. There you go. You're ready. Okay, so that's... In practically all renditions of the Tower card, disaster is striking or has just struck. The demons of madness and despair are released from ancient hiding places, and nature conspires with human failings to destabilize a society. The upheaval is collective and impersonal. Let us remember these images were created for the educated nobles and clergy, reminding them that they have the most to lose if the hierarchy is toppled. Lightning is a fitting karmic payback for the guilt of those whose fortunes come from the exploitation or abuse of others. A modern subtle subtitle might be Revolution, indicating that through drastic social change, oppressed people can find renewed hope of better times. The Tower experience comes like a flash of lightning to topple the hierarchy of the old order, after which everyone can have a fresh start on a more equal footing. Okay? So, yeah, and so the Queen of Wands represents the natural manager whose gift is to inspire teamwork and divvy up tasks. She is the one who sees sees. She is the one who sees, ensures everything runs smoothly. She'll be sweating in the sun along with her family or crew, inspiring everybody to keep up and supporting morale with her infectious energy. She is the best kind of manager to have. Now, this is not a queen in reverse. This is not a queen in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse, which would be, to be very honest with you, the Queen of Wands in reverse represents what sounds like a mentally abusive human being, just not a good person, somebody who's going to spy on you, and the bad side of all human nature, the narcissistic evil side. But that's not what this is. This is the good side of the queen, the pure side of the queen. The problem is that now the queen is overwhelmed and the queen is having tower moments. Everything is crashing down around everything. And the lightning is just... And this can, this might not be karmic at the end of the day. This might not be something where there's a lesson that needs to be learned. It's not that there's payback because you weren't good enough or whatever. It's just shit has hit the fan and everything is overwhelming and everything is coming at once and no one can breathe and everybody is under the water. Everybody is smothering. And, excuse me, and nobody can talk. My goodness. Yeah, the demons of madness and despair are released from ancient hiding places. Things that, whether you thought they were solved or didn't think they were solved, they're coming back. Whatever this is, it is, everything is coming to a head. The tower is ready to fall. And everything that could come up to bother is coming up. And and it feels like, as this said, and nature conspires with human failings to destabilize the society. It feels like everything around you is destabilized. Everything is crumbling. This is the tower moment. This is the peak. This is the volcano is erupting, and as you run away, you need to look up and see where the cannonballs of fire are coming down because you want to run from where it's falling. If anybody's seen those volcano movies like I have, like a million times, they're both equally good. So are both the asteroid movies. Love them. Love me some 90s good flicks. Gosh. Of course, Silence of the Lambs being my favorite. So, yes, and we're using our Gypsy Witch today. Love these babies. Our sweet Misha. So yeah, the queen who is always there for everybody else. I can't believe these two. Actually, I really and truly can't believe these two cards came out first, personally. The queen is always the giver there to help everybody, Yeah, exactly. But because she usually doesn't need people to help her. Because she's always doing so much for everybody else. But she is crashing. The queen is going back to the 10. She is stepping down from the queen to the jack to the page to the 10. She is taking 4 steps back. 4, whatever the number 4 means for you. Day, date, month, birthday, significant meaning. I don't know what that means. But, and the queen up here is the number 40. And of course, the 10 of Wands is 35. 6, 7, 8. Abundance surrounds you. So there is lots of abundance. There is abundance around you. There are definitely spirits and loved ones that love you. It's just you're crashing. You're crashing, and the lightning is going to hit the top of the tower, and the electricity is going to go out of everywhere. You know, I wasn't going to get my hoodie, just like the other day. I was not going to get up and get my glasses, and I didn't get my glasses, and I like super duper regretted it. And yeah, I got my hoodie today, and I am cold. It is cold. I mean, I've had gastric bypass surgery, so I'm cold anyway. And yes, when you get thinner, it is normal to be freezing all the time. And no, freezing people, it is not funny or cute to put your hands on the hot person all the time. We don't always like it. As a matter of fact, it ruins our day and makes us cold, and then we can't get warm. So, unless they ask you, leave your hands off them. Unless, of course, you know them and you know they're always hot. Like, you know, they look at you and say, hey, I'm having a hot flash. Can you put your cold hands on my face or my neck or my, you know, arms or something? You know, there you go. Keep your hands to yourself. That's the lesson, I guess. So, getting music in my head. Radio. Wi-Fi. So, okay, Spirit. Tell us about I'm going to set that one aside for a minute. No, I'm not. Put it right up there. 9 of coins, number 39. The heart signifies great joy when near. But the heart is also next to the tower, and the tower is crashing and the heart is breaking. I just need to make sure that that is not my mistake. So, 9 of coins. Okay, I'm not. I feel like that needs to go like there for some reason. But I also know it kind of flung out of my hands weird, so. But fair. Wow. That's insane. So, then that kind of does make sense because you do need to make sure that. All right. So the queen is breaking down and having tower moments. She is going through They are going through, whoever this is for, he, she, they, them. We all know this is a safe space. We welcome everybody, no matter what, and we are kind to everybody in the comments, no matter how hateful they may be, because sometimes they may be learning and they don't know how to appropriately ask questions, and that is fair, because not everybody knows how to appropriately ask a question, and we have all been through Martha saying that before. If you have watched other videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe, please, and thank you, because it would be fun to have more people, fun to have conversations. Because as neurodivergent people, we all learn from example, don't we? So let me put my glasses on here. So what is going on is the following. First of all, that is annoying. Can I just say I hate McDonald's? So the Nine of Coins points to a person who is financially secure enough to live comfortably. This is about someone supported by her own business, inheritance, or property. This is one person in 1,000. And by that, what they mean is this person knows how to live on their own. They know how to do their bills. They know how to do the thing. They know how to do stuff. That's why they are originally a queen. Because they can not only do this for themselves, they can turn around and they can do it for other people, right? But right now, the queen has done too much. Okay? Way too much. And she cracking. And she cracking all the way to the tower. And the lightning is striking down, and the ghosts of Christmas past, shall we say, are coming up. The ghosts are coming up, and it doesn't even matter what ones they are at this point. It doesn't matter if it was the time you got your tooth knocked out in 3rd grade, or the time that something happened at 18 where you stubbed your toe. It doesn't matter what part of the tower it is. They're all coming up now, and every single one of those is bothering you equally, along with your surroundings. The tower itself is bothering you, and it's not just the tower itself, it's the things stored in there. And remember, the tower can technically represent your brain, and the stuff stored in there, they're your memories. So what is happening is that the tower is breaking because you're remembering things and you're dealing with things around you. And that is hard on your heart. That is very hard on your heart. As a matter of fact, I was reading or watching something. As a matter of fact, I can link it. I'll link it. It was from, if I might have already, but I will. Anyway, it's from School of Life, about how trauma, the things that it does to your body. And a large amount of trauma, unhealed, you can get to a point where all of a sudden you're crashing. The tower is crashing. The boxes are coming undone. Everything is being thrown on all over the place, and that can hurt your heart. It can literally give you heart issues. I mean, I'm positive that's what happened to my grandmother, to be very, very honest with you. We really don't, because my mom is a nurse and she told me everything. And yeah, if you had that mom, you go ahead with that snark. I'm full 100% okay with that. But she told me everything. She told me stuff she probably shouldn't have told me to begin with. Yeah, mom's great. Love my mom. I miss her so much. But yeah, now what's going to end up happening is let's stim with our fingers for a minute. And refocus back. So this person is having tower moments, and not only are they having tower moments, but with the fact that the Nine of Coins came out, I actually believe that these are not tower moments that are meant to hurt, but it's leveling up and learning, and it's ascension in life, even though it does not feel like that. And I promise it does not feel like that. It feels like hell. It feels shitty, and why would anybody allow this to ever happen? Like, it just sucks. Like, there is, what can you learn from this kind of leveling up? They just said what you learn from this leveling up is how to ask for help. Wow. Wow. Really? Yeah. Well, that sucks. Come on. It's not like we don't already know. No, actually, no, neither of us know. None of us know how to ask for help appropriately, do we? None of us. We think we do, but we don't. And the more neurodivergent you are, the less you are likely you are to ask for help more than a couple of times. But sometimes we have to reach out and do that. And they're saying sometimes you have to reach out. They're showing me 3, like if you had like a fan and it had like boning in it, it'd be like 1, 2, and then like 3. So like you're like, okay, so yeah, 1, 2, and then 3 up the middle. And those are your different directions that you haven't tried yet, and those are where you need to go. The whatever this is that you keep going, no, I'm not going to call there. Call there. That is where your help is. And the spirit that's telling me this wants you to know that you look just like them. Man, she's insistent. But this 9 of coins, which is what I'm getting to, is the result of going through all of these tower moments. Okay? You're going to go through all of these tower moments here, and it is going to feel like everything is crashing down around you, and it is going to be a lot to dig out of. Just like the amount of dishes in my kitchen is a lot to dig out of, to be very frank with you. And then you're going to come into the 9 of coins, where we've already stated this person is financially secure, which doesn't necessarily mean, I'm not necessarily getting it to mean that this person, has, rich parents or has a sugar daddy, although you might have a sugar daddy. They're not necessarily saying that's a no-go, but this definitely isn't somebody who grew up rich. This is somebody who they can take care of their finances, they can take care of their stuff, they know how to do the things that they need to do to survive in life. They know how to go to Social Security, they know how to go and do this, and they know how to go and, do all of that stuff. They know how to do that. They're secure in that way, okay? But they've done so much that the tower is now falling. However, the result of doing this tower, which is actually a form of self-work, it's a form of self-work. This fortunate individual has turned a historical accident into a personal opportunity. This is one who has the vision. Damn it. I've got to read. Hold on a second. There we go. This fortunate individual has turned a historical accident into a. I really. This is ticking me off right here. Let's do that. This fortunate individual has turned a historical accident into a personal opportunity. This is one who has the vision and strength of character to hold on to gains against all odds. As I said earlier, they know how to do the things. They know how to save their money. They know how to pay their bills. They know how to do that for themselves and everybody else around them. Do not be fooled at the apparent ease displayed on this card. The person pictured is at the tail end of a long and stressful process of winning the right to be taken seriously. All of this grace has been paid for several times over, which means, oh my God. Really? I saw. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ernie, you're not in trouble. Everything is good, honey. Wow. Hi, honey. You coming over? You coming over? I'm coming over for a foo fluff hug. Yeah. Need safety? Yeah. Okay, that's okay. All of this fur is why there's so much fur everywhere. 'Cause he a wee bear. Him's a little wee bear. A little wee bear for sure. Okay. I'm gonna lay down. I know you want more love. I thank you for coming over. Can you go lay down for a little bit? You can lay down wherever you want. I can move the cards over. I can move this down if you want to lay right there. I just saw him turning around as an old man. It's about 2 when we got him. It's about 6 now. Doug, I think, is about 5 or so. They're such good kids. I love my keys. But I will tell you, this is an animal that from day one you have to go and do the training at PetSmart. You can't be harsh. You have to be gentle. It's like having a child with ADHD, to be very honest with you. And he's super smart, so when you tell them to cut the crap, they know exactly what they're doing. Should we have lit some incense? Probably, but we didn't, did we? Yash. Love the fluffs. So, okay, so getting back after having a distraction. The most important part of this 9 of coins, ouch, is the fact that it is stating that this queen, okay, is at the tail end of a long and stressful process, aka lots of tower moments. Okay, now like I say, this doesn't just mean like in your past. It doesn't just mean now. It means all of it together is starting to culminate, and it is now too much. And we have been through a pandemic, and that has sure as heck not helped anyone, right? But this person right here is winning the right to be taken seriously. All of this grace has been paid for several times over. And by what that means is you've given so much. You've literally given so much, okay? That okay. This queen and this 9 of coins They're the same. Okay, they're the same person, whoever this is. This queen is having massive, massive tower moments. As a matter of fact, I think that's the exact reason why that card might be there. Let me just do that again because annoying. Okay. Really and truly, the ads that are popping up to the point that I can't even see anything are very neurodivergently anger inducing. And right now I'd love to throw my phone, but I'm going to not, because I don't feel that is a practical use of my time and energy. So that would really do nothing to help me. And that is how I work through that. And then I tell myself, if I throw my phone, then I don't have a phone and I've got to buy a new phone. And if I have to buy a new phone, that's not going to be fun. So the Two of Wands, often portrayed as crossed wands, imply a deadlock due to energies working at cross purposes. This could refer to an internal split, perhaps a duel between optimistic and pessimistic parts of your psyche, for example, or some situation where you feel damned if you do, damned if you don't. This could be a standoff with another person or rubbing up against limitations that are currently imposed upon you. This card points to the possibility of creeping self-doubt, the kind that arises in a situation where one has bitten off more than one can chew. Give yourself a moment to take in the full implications of your situation. Find your bearings again before launching back into action. Deal with real concerns now before they become regrets. And that is fitting in with our tower, because we're going from the queen to the 10 into tower moments, and then we're going from the 10 to the 2. Okay, we're going from 35 to 46. You know, it's massive regression. It's not even, not that you're going for number 1 because the queen is number 40, but you're going for a balance, and the queen is the balance of what she needs. But the queen is done. The queen has had too much, and she is in her tower moments, and she is deciding, is the glass half is the glass half empty? Is the glass half full? No, what is the glass, everyone? The glass is refillable. And she's learning that. But the thing is she's going through a lot. Because she does understand on a level that, yes, the glass is refillable. But right now, this glass, I can't even get the water to stay in there because there are so many cracks where the water is just spouting out. Okay? And you need to know that. Let me just double check. You are yes, right there. The person pictured is at the tail end of a long and stressful process of winning the right to be taken seriously. All of this grace has been paid for several times over. So, you have been such a good caretaker. You have been the kind queen. You have not lied to people. You have not gaslit people. You have not been the asshole. Unless, everybody, you have justificational asshole times. But this has been the good person in the room. This has been the person that looks at other people and says, really? Is this what we're doing? Because it's not really that honest. Like, I don't know if this is really what we need to be doing. That is who this person is, and this person can't take anymore. They have crashed. They know the glass can be refilled, but they can't get it refilled, and that is really making them hate life and feel like everything is against them because they can't seem to get a glass that doesn't have cracks in it. And the 9 of Coins is saying to the queen, you, dear queen, are at the tail end of this, and whatever is going on, whatever issue it is that you're having, that nobody is listening to you about, that you're trying to say this, now, this, they're going to start listening to you. But we gotta slow, because your heart's tired. Okay? And then, when moving a foot. When I looked over, I hadn't realized that I put my cards the wrong way. I put them up this way, face up instead of face down. And this was there. Flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of near-lying unlucky cards and increases the value of lucky ones. Okay? And that goes along with being taken seriously. Let's see, it's 7 of coins. Yeah. Yeah. The 7 of coins is somebody that works with nature. It's somebody who's tending their garden. It's somebody who's getting their P's and Q's together. It's number 38, and it is the fire that is neutralizing everything. It is, you know, the farmer making sure that the bugs aren't on his plants eating them away, making sure that the bunnies can't get in, and, you know. And then we have the Joker, which usually symbolizes the end of the reading. And then after that, we had luck. So that's a good tidings. So is there anything else you would like to say, Spirit? They say they love you. They love you. You should know that. Okay. So yes, the Queen is having a lot of tower moments. She's done. It's over. She is, yeah, she's ready to walk out of the building. And she is having a lot of self-doubt. And it's just the little things around her that should be controllable but aren't, that are really getting in the way. But this is saying that you are at the tail end of this. Someone is about to listen to you. I don't know about what. I don't know about how. I don't know about this, that, and the other thing. But I do know that you're about to be taken seriously. And because that person takes you seriously, everything in the past is just going to be neutralized. You're going to walk away like a little chunky kitty. Let's see what we got. See if Tarot wants to clarify anything. So, Ernie, I'm gonna do the thing. There we are. So, yeah. You are going to be taken seriously very, very soon. I mean, I'm not saying today or tomorrow, but like, you're about, it's about there. Like something's gonna happen, and you're gonna be looking at someone going, I've been telling people this, that, and the other thing forever now, but absolutely no one is listening to me, and I don't know what to do. And this person is gonna be like, oh, well, and you're gonna show them whatever you have, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, that all completely and totally makes sense, right? Right? And they're gonna be like, yeah, yep. It's gonna make sense. And they might even look at things and say, whatever it is, they're gonna understand why you feel the way you do, and they're going to try and help you with it. Pretty much is what's gonna happen. Um, they're going to they're going to notice. And they're not going to be kidding and joking around. They're going to take it very, very seriously, because it's a problem. And you can't keep having these tower moments. And it may be that you're talking to them and all of a sudden that tower moment comes crashing down, and they're the person that notices that you're in a tower moment. Maybe you're stoic and everybody else around you just thinks you're fine, but this person is going to be like, okay, there's something wrong here, like what's going on? And you're going to break down, and they're going to be like, okay, yeah, this isn't this, yeah. They're going to get it. They're going to take you serious, and it's going to neutralize everything else. It's going to make everything else make sense, whatever is going on. Whatever is going on. So, hold on one second. Let me look up these. We got our 10 of Cups. Let's see. The 10 of this suit traditionally signifies family and community, often showing a celebratory scene including many generations, crowned by a rainbow, signifying the end of hard times. See this vision, love and support extending in all directions, a huge emotional safety net for everyone. So, yeah. You are having right now tower moments. You are in the middle of self doubt. You're wondering, why am I going through this? Why isn't me? Why isn't this someone else? First of all, those feelings are 100% valid. All of your feelings are 100% valid. Just always remember, there is somebody who understands on their level what you're going through, even if you don't see them. Because just like you, they hide everything, and they're going through their tower moments, but you're coming to the end of yours. You're coming to the end of yours. Probably, maybe in the next 6 months. I'm going to say a year. 6 months to a year, but this number 6 comes in my head, so it could be 6. I don't know what that is, but for you, take it as you need it. We also had a 4, I think, earlier. So you're going to get listened to, and it's going to neutralize all of the bullshit of the past. And all of the bullshit is going to stop, which is going to help you find community. And this is the community that you need. For whatever it is that is going on up here, this is the community that is going to support you. And, Yeah. Family and community, often showing celebratory scene, including many generations crowned by a rainbow, signifying the end of hard times. So, yes, I know the rainbow signifies the gay community, but I don't know if that has any significance here, so you take that as you want it. And I'm having wicked deja vu right now. Like someone got mad at me for saying that, but it's sticking out. And it's not just because we're that friendly community and we love each other, it's just that, like, maybe there's, for whoever this is or whoever this is resonating for, maybe getting a hold of somebody in the LGBTQ plus community that can help you with whatever this situation is, and they may help you form new connections that are going to help you resolve these tower moments in these situations, because whatever is going on now isn't working, and maybe that is what this is signifying for whoever this is resonating with, that maybe you need to find something more, searching for the word, the LGBTQ plus community, that, what is the word I'm looking for? Not modern, not popular. That community that isn't going to care who you are or what walk of life you come from. They're just going to be helpful. Whoever this is for, I just feel like there's a program in the LGBTQ plus community that can help you. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I have no idea. That's all I'm being told right now. I'm like, they're like shoving it down my throat. Now the Five of Cups usually means that you're so upset about the Three Cups that have fallen that you have forgotten about the two that you have. But this one is reversed. The Five of Cups reversed represents a paradoxical situation wherein what seems like the worst thing that could happen actually creates a better circumstance. Any incoherent fear, once expressed and faced, can be transformed into a manageable issue. Then you are liberated from the dread of negative anticipation, wondering if the situation will blow up in your face. You are freer to act authentically as a result of this energy turn. What this could also mean, along with this one, is, like I said, when the Five of Cups is reversed, okay, you're more worried about these Three Cups that fell than these Two Cups that are up there, that are back there, that are still fully intact. When it reverses, it means that you're not worried about those Three Cups anymore. You're now concerned about the Two Cups that you have. Any incoherent fear, once expressed, will be faced and can be transformed into a manageable issue. And that's what's going to happen. Whatever this is going to help this turn into a manageable issue. And what I'm feeling is that they're saying you might want to look to the LGBTQ plus community for a therapist that's going to help you here, because that's going to help all of the tower moments going on right now. And because you're going to somebody who is going to understand you on a much deeper level, the other external help you may need is going to be able to come to you, and you're going to form a new community, okay? Because this actually may be a community you've always wanted, but that you've never actually had. And that's the thing that this tower moment is leading to, is you accepting yourself as you are and realizing that you need to go to your own community for help because you just can't do it anymore. Tower moments are too much. Let's take a look at that Six of Cups. Yeah. The six of this suit generally represents a refreshing openness and innocence, a willingness to learn, and an optimism that things will get better as we advance together in understanding. The traditional title, The Past, reminds us of our original nature when we were young and enthusiastic, when anything was possible and the future was an open book. We are to remember that this same freshness, those new possibilities, are always available to us, even now. And that's what they're saying. They're saying, go to your community. Now, okay, if you're not gay, maybe you're Muslim and you need to go to your Muslim community to help you deal with this. Maybe you know you're Muslim, you were raised Muslim, you enjoy, but maybe you've fallen out and you just need the guidance. Maybe not necessarily the religious aspects or whatever, but go to your community because they're going to help you. I mean, as long as your community is mentally healthy, and that's what this is saying, is these are the mentally healthy people here. These are the people that are going to go, yeah, we're going to give you this help because this is what you need. They're going to help you. And then there are your results. Because you took the time to get the help from the community that you needed. You learn who you are again. You remember the past, but you don't remember it in a way that hurts you now. And what that does is, what this is basically saying is that when you call this community, whatever this harm is that kept you so sad about those 3 cups that fell, and is now, it's going to help you deal with those 2 cups that are full. And that's going to help you to remember the happy things that you have in life without feeling like everything is painful when you remember the past, if that makes sense. So if you're looking on your past and it feels painful, even the happy memories feel painful, this community of people, like say you're Muslim and your parents passed away and whatever, and you're going to get the help and the therapy that you need. And this isn't just religion. This is anything, because previously it was LGBTQ. It's just they at first it strongly came up that, and now they're like, no, it's whatever, for whoever this is. When you go to this community where you know you're loved and safe, this could even be a family where you know you're loved and safe too. Like say you went astray a little bit, but you know that your family is good. They're not evil, horrible people. It's just you, whatever. They're going to help you write yourself up so that you are, ow, my hair. So the optimism in the 2 of Wands up here, that is being defeated by pessimism with the Tower moments, with this help, is going to go away. And when you do that, what happens is when you do think of your past, the things that hurt, and the things that don't hurt as much. You lost someone close to you. It's hard to deal with. Every memory of them hurts. When you go to your community and you talk to them about whatever it is you need to, and you get the help you need, that's going to come up, and that way those memories won't hurt as much anymore. And you can look at them in a happy way, and with the appropriate sadness of knowing this, that, and the other thing. It is bittersweet, but it shouldn't be that bitter. So literally go to your community. Like, go to your community and seek help, and they will help you. They're going to 100% help you. Let's see what we've got here. You can hear all the birds outside and the cars. So we have the Page of Cups reversed. When the Page of Cups is reversed, it suggests that those around this page or princess have been tolerant of his or her self-indulgent feelings. In reality, they don't owe you this service. If you impinge upon their good nature too much, you may be unpleasantly surprised by the results. Be sure you start making their desires and well-being a higher priority. So this page could be you. This page could be other people in your life. Who you are indulging around you that you owe absolutely nothing to, and you don't have to owe anything to them. And that's actually what this is going to teach you. And when you get here, you're going to realize, oh, I don't owe them anything. I don't owe them anything at all whatsoever. Like, yeah, 100%. And then we have the 9 of Coins reversed. Let's see what she says. There we go. Yeah, this 9 of Coins back reversed is basically saying that when you get here to your community, okay, and you start getting the help and the pessimism starts draining out, and the other people in your life you don't owe anything to are settled, and even through all of this there is going to be a modicum of self-discipline that you have to do, and whether that self-discipline is self-care or whether that self-discipline is changing habits that no longer suit you. And I will tell you, when you're neurodivergent, there does come a point where screaming out loud because you love Hello Kitties in the middle of an Aldi's is not appropriate at the age of 52. So to say, oh my God, there's Hello Kitty, is much better than having a full-out scream. There are reasons I have not been to the Sanrio store, and not enough money and vomiting in the middle of the store are only 2 of the reasons. Because I will be screaming in the middle of the store. So I had to learn to control myself, because my actions were not making me happy. They were also going to set off other people around me, and I didn't think that was fair to the other people around me. So you are going to have to implement your own rules, boundaries, and limitations, and you might have to start with yourself. And by that, what I mean is looking at someone else and saying, I need you to do this because I can't do this right now. It might mean making yourself go to bed at 9 o'clock. It might mean making yourself eat 3 times a day. It might mean making yourself take a shower every day. It may even mean making someone else do something else. So, watch your kids so that you can take a walk for 10 minutes a day. Just to give yourself your own new structure, because if you don't have structure, you can't help anybody around you. And that is exactly what that is saying. You have to have your own structure. But you're going to learn, if you know how to do that now, start to implement it the way that you can. But this community is going to help you learn the structure. And just be aware, this is not a community where you are going to be forced into believing things that are cult-like. This is not going to be like the kind of church where if you don't do what they say, you're going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a Muslim church that wants absolutely nothing from you. Church. It's not a church. It's a mosque. Thank you, Spirit. This is I've gone to the mosque because I need a little bit of help, and they're willing to help me even though I don't go here. But I understand them, and they understand me, and they understand. This might even be the kind of thing where it's people who because every religion has their extreme. This might even be something where they understood the extreme side of that, so they're helping you to get over that so that you can, move on and be a healthier person, even if you want to still be a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu, or I don't know if there's actually extremist groups of Hindu, but I'm just throwing out religions, so please don't hate me. Educate me instead. Educate me. Don't hate me, educate me. So yeah, because it's stopping right here, and this is soon. Something is going to happen. You're going to say something to someone, and I don't know if they're going to connect you with this or if this is something that you should start looking up now. But whatever this is, they're going to take you seriously. And it's going to neutralize everything from the past. It's kind of like when you spray a neutralizing deodorant so that you can't, it always has a tiny smell to it, right? But it doesn't have, too many cards, friends, too many cards. But it doesn't, the smell is gone. So, okay, what is this? The 6 of Swords. I think I almost need to light some incense. 6 of Swords. Swords. Archos. Okay, that's just too many pop-ups at this point. The 6 of Swords. Okay, seriously, come on. And there does come a point when you're neurodivergent and you have now just had 6 pop-ups in a row where it's okay to be like, okay, my dude, this is just asinine at this point. You're allowed to come to that point. You have your point where you've calmed yourself down and you've done the pop-ups, but now you've come to the point where you're like, I'm no longer hyperactively pissed off at it. It's just, okay, now we've gone too far. And the hyperactive side is laying there like, yeah, I told you that 5 minutes ago. But if you don't get that hyperactive side in check, it just takes yourself over, And another pop-up. The 6 of this suit has generally been associated with the objectivity of scientific method employed through the generations to sift fact from superstition, build facts into theories and theories into laws which we can trust and use to improve our lives. One early title for this card was the Navigator, one who has learned enough about the relation between the earth and the heavens to be able to set a course across trackless oceans and arrive at a chosen spot on distant shores. At the time of the first tarot decks, the skill was considered akin to magic, so few were the individuals who understood the principles involved. So the person who draws this card is being typified as a person with special knowledge and insight into sophisticated techniques that may be powerful enough to effect a rescue in a dangerous time. Other related titles are common to this card are the path out of danger and the way through. So that is exactly what is going on with you. Yes, Spirit, I'll do that. Excuse me while I get up. I am going to look like every other 52-year-old mom that gets up, except I don't have kids. There we are. Success. See, Mom? See, Mom? You can learn to get up off a floor. And I'm not joking when I say that. My mom was a Lulu. She was a wonderful Lulu, though. Okay, then that is the one that I will. Nerder bears. Okay. Nice. Lighter. And we are lighting hem, lavender and white sage incense. We send blessings to the people who are watching this through all space and time. When we clear the air, create friendships, create meaning. And help those who need help. Through love and acceptance and friendship. And not everybody has to be your friend. Pretty much it's just acceptance. You're being Northern Ireland at the end of the day. And if you'd like me to I'm just gonna put up that John Green one. I'll just tag the John Green one in it. John Green talks about it between the reason why Palestine is represented on the Irish flag. And it basically comes down to understanding what peace is. And I have repetitively said this on here. Of this I am extraordinarily positive. But at the end of the day, the point of peace isn't that all parties make up and are friends, go to the cookouts, and everybody sees the error of the ways of war. Everybody sees the errors. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees the errors of the ways of war. We all see them. And we're all sorry. That's not peace. Peace is, as I have explained before, I'm not going to arrest anybody else. The people who are already in jail, unless, we can both sit here and go, yeah, those guys there's something wrong with them. They need to be convicted because what they did was, not normal. You forgive and you forget. You don't have to forgive. You're never gonna forget. But what you do is when your children say, why don't you hate that person? You literally say, because I'm tired of war. I wanted to be here with you. And the only way to do that was to say, I don't want to fight anymore. You want to go home to your kids? Yeah, I want to go home to my kids. Do you want to go home to your kids? Yeah, I want to go home to my kids. And you both agree that your families and your love for your families means more than the war that you're fighting. That is what peace is. And that's the very important thing to remember. And I don't think many people understand that, because in this world we haven't had a lot of peace. You know, nationwide, countrywide, personally, a lot of people just don't have that peace. But we are getting to a point where we are. Everybody is learning that we all have to have that peace. We have to gentle parent ourselves. We have to be there for ourselves. We have to do these things like that. You know? Knight of Coins, the Two of Coins, and the Ten of Coins. Let's look those puppies up. Oh, right about an hour and 16, okay. So, Knight of Coins. So our Knight is reversed. Seriously. It is officially enough with the ones that take over the screen. I don't mind little pop-ups. It's the ones that are literally taking over the screen to the point where it resets the thing itself. And then the ones that won't even click off piss me off more. Anyway, it's okay to talk about that stuff. I'm just not going to throw my phone. It's okay to be frustrated. And we just slow ourselves down. The Knight of Coins reverse suggests that you should stop wasting energy on people who can't appreciate you. Stop throwing good money after bad. Cease wasting your blood, sweat, and tears on enterprises dominated by people who can't appreciate you. In this instance, you would benefit the whole situation by moving on instead of being so loyal and true. And the Two of Coins. Because I couldn't read. The Two of Coins reversed suggests that you let go of passivity if this is a time for action. The Two of Coins reversed suggests that you let go of passivity if this is a time for action. You may be displacing too much ambivalence about outcomes, much to your detriment. A neutral stance or procrastination will not serve you here. You must move into proactive support for the good of all concerned and leave passivity behind. At the very least, assert your personal preferences as a sign of respect for any others who also display the courage of their convictions. And that too can also go along with this reversed Knight of Cups, where you don't owe anybody and it's time to talk. It's time to take a neutral stance. Not a neutral stance. It's time to stop taking a neutral stance. It's time to stop procrastinating because it's really not helping you. And you have to be the one being proactive, because you can get all this help, but if you're not the one setting the rules, boundaries, and limitations and being proactive with the people around you who you owe absolutely nothing to, it is not going to work. It is not going to work at all. It isn't going to work because you're only doing half the self-work. You're not doing all the self-work. And if you do all the self-work, then you're going to end up in a boat, and you're going to end up going on a journey and moving to wherever it is that you need to move on to, whether that's someplace different in life, someplace different city-wise, maybe a new apartment, maybe a new state, maybe a new city, whatever that is. You are not going to be able to move on to that if you don't, once you start doing this, put in that self-work, because that is the most important part, is that shadow work. That shadow work is what clears up these tower moments. It's what puts the tower moments at bay. It's what puts the tower moments at bay, because you already know who you are. You already know who you are. So don't ever let a tower moment come up and tell you who you are. You know, you can just look at them and say, yeah, you know what, this is what I've done, it's worse. Go. I'm already good. God and Jesus and I, Yeshua and I are great with whatever this was, and we're happy there. So, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, this is literally saying, whatever you're going through, whatever, my dear queen, the tower moments that you are going through, the pessimistic moments that you are going through, where you know the glass is half full, you know you can refill it. The problem is you can't keep the water in the glass. That's about to be neutralized. Somebody's about to listen to you, and you are now going to have very good luck, because you are going to find within your community the help you need. But as you start to get this help, yes, you are going to learn that the memories that hurt, the bittersweet memories that hurt, and the bad memories that hurt, things are going to hurt where they need to hurt instead of hurting all the time. But the problem is with that you also have to start setting rules, boundaries, and limitations. It means that you have to, with the people around you, do that. Whoever these people are, it doesn't matter. You know, friends, mothers, fathers, kids, aunts, uncles, godparents, you know, relatives from 4 states away who think that you should come every 6 months to visit them. Whatever it is, you've got to insert your rules, boundaries, and limitations. Otherwise, this work that these people are doing isn't going to help you. And when you get overwhelmed, you've really got to ask for help, because that's the problem. You're having tower moments and you're overwhelmed. And so down here, even though you're getting better, you're still going to find moments of overwhelm. And they might even feel like mini little tower moments. And when you recognize that, you can go to these people and go, listen, I'm having a mini moment here. I need some help. Or whoever your support group is, because, ooh, 5:05 on the clock. So I want to take a look at something, because the cards on my knee, they literally flipped themselves over. Okay. And it pisses me off even more. My God, like, how many are on this screen? There's like, I'm sorry, I've never had this many on here before. Now, originally, this 10 of coins came to us reversed, okay? The 10 of coins reversed suggests that having to make an entire new start is sometimes a blessing. You may feel as if you have experienced a terrible loss or fall from grace. This may be true, but both the having and the losing are part of the fluctuating evolution of human consciousness. Sometimes you just have to begin again, okay? And then it flipped itself upright when it fell. And it fell upright and face up, which was interesting. The 10 of this suit represents the final result of cumulative efforts, perhaps after generations of effort, resulting in such abundance that it directly and indirectly supports a lot of people. One layer of meaning refers to the pride of supporting your own lineage of well-loved souls. Imagine a flow of abundant resources so abundant that you are filled with not only pride, but self-respect and gratitude. Such bounty can impact the destiny of many families and generations. Nobility obligates Nobility obligates is Nobility obligates its possessors, and the obligation must be passed down from generation to generation along with the abundance and freedom. This might also be saying on the upright position that if you have people around who can help you, please make sure that they're helping you as much as they possibly can. But what this is actually saying is, yes, sometimes making a new start is the best thing that you can do, because that new start is going to bring in abundant resources, so abundant that you are filled with not only pride but self-respect and gratitude. And that is what is, oh wow, yeah, and the Knight of Coins too. Let's see what he is. Okay, so you're doing all this self-work. You found your community. You're doing the self-work because they've helped you get there. You've come here and you've realized, okay, I don't owe people things, and these bad memories are still going to hurt, but they're not going to hurt as much as they could have, because now I'm doing the work to realize what memories it's okay to remember, and what memories it's okay to be angry about. And you put that anger where it goes, and you feel it, and you do the things, and you decide who you want in your life and you don't, and you put up your rules and boundaries and limitations. And when you do that, and didn't I say earlier about moving? When you do that, not only do you find a fresh start in moving someplace else, but you also find an abundance in the community that you find there, because wherever you're moving to, you're not moving alone. You're moving to a community. You're making a choice. This is someplace where someone, knows somebody there, and this is a very, gay-friendly city, and you're able to find the job and go up and stay with these people for a little bit, or maybe they're able to help you find housing, yada, 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 whatever. And this is what happens, and this is what facilitates the move that helps get you back on the horse. Yeah. And that gets you in an upright Knight of Coins. Yeah, the because originally it was reversed. The Knight of Coins reversed suggests that you should stop wasting energy on people who can't appreciate you. Stop throwing good money after bad. Cease wasting your blood, sweat, and tears on enterprises dominated by people who can't appreciate you. In this instance, you would benefit the whole situation by moving on instead of being so loyal and true. And that is exactly what we are talking about. And to be very frank and honest, you are so good, so loyal, so stinking true that it is making you have tower moments because you feel guilty. But this community here, this happy little community here, they're going, you don't have to feel guilty. You're allowed to set rules, boundaries, and limitations. And when you do that, you're going to find out that making a fresh start actually is a healing thing. It's a better thing. It gets you on your night, because at the same time you're realizing that, well, actually what it really and truly comes down to is the fact that the Knight of Coins was first. So the Knight of Coins reversed suggests that you should stop wasting your energy on people who can't appreciate you. Stop throwing good money after bad. So what's going to happen is yeah, sure, you already know who doesn't appreciate you, but now you're done. You've gone through the bear therapy. you're sad by the happy times, but you're happy at certain points of the happy time. And that's such a giant level up and improvement. You know, you've lifted that boulder up the hill, you've gotten to the top, the boulder is slid down, and now you're just casually walking down, remembering the memories that are happy. And even though they do make you feel a little bit sad, you can find that beautiful happiness in them. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's when you realize, hey, I can set rules, boundaries, and limitations, and I can stop talking to people. I can move someplace else. I can make a fresh start. I can make fresh friends, and or new friends that are going to appreciate me for me, and I'll always, hopefully know the bad from the good. And the Knight of Cups, when it reversed, signifies seeing the bigger picture, like a farmer planning for the future. He doesn't allow momentary fads or fancies to distract him, and he doesn't take seriously those who do. One can feel his stability and dedication. He is totally responsible and even somewhat predictable when it comes to his projects. He is earthy and gentle, as simple and deep as the soil he tills and the flowers he loves. This is a very, very, very gentle knight. But this is a knight who is understanding. This knight and this 10 of coins, of course, they're the same person. They're understanding their reverse, and they're understanding that when they accept the reverse, they tip up and the positives come towards them. And that's all by doing this. And this happens because someone's about to take you seriously. 6 months to a year, someone is about to take you, because nothing happens, poof, right? But in the next 6 months to a year, someone is about to take you seriously. And that's the important part here. Page of Coins. Ow! That's funny. Because when I was going over it, went on the Page of Coins twice. And he is upright. Okay, that nonsense has to stop now. That really needs to stop now. That's upsetting. Because I literally like... they're chittering outside. Whether the learning is about growing vegetables, the stock market, or culturing new medicines in the lab, this page wants to understand the underlying mechanism that supports the creation of results in abundance. You may see this person in the position of the attendant or junior partner, but that is only a current appearance. That demeanor of humility or servitude will soon enough disappear as her sense of mastery increases. By studying the example of those around her, successful and unsuccessful, she is building a game plan that will lift her from obscurity and make her successful in her own right. She just has to collect the necessary education and experience, which she is doing right now. And like I said, you are, whoever you are ascending. You are ascending right up the ladder. You are about to be taken seriously. You are about to go from the page to the knight, and eventually you're going to go back up to your queen. And you are going to go back up to the Queen of Wands, because that truly is who you are. Because the reverse of the Queen of Wands is narcissism. Now, for those of you who may be dealing with something like this, and the narcissistic queen is creating tower moments for you, you are going to be taken seriously, and you are going to get the mental health help that you need so that you can post the rules, boundaries, and limitations that are there. And it doesn't, this here tells me that it's probably a parental thing that you're setting rules and boundaries with, or something like that. Something where if you have to leave, you can. It wouldn't be a boss situation, but even then, you can set rules, boundaries, and limitations. Just understand that you may get fired, because I have been in that situation, and I was fired for telling the truth. So, and narcissists hate the truth. So If you realize your boss is a narcissist or a family member is a narcissist, don't out them. Do the research to learn how to handle it, because the moment they know that you know, you're done. You're done. They make your life a living hell after that. But if that is the situation that you are in, you're going to be taken seriously within the next year. 10 months to a year. I see 11. So whatever that means for you, I see 10, I see 11, I see 101. So whatever that means for you, there that is. But in general, this person is going to get, I feel like this person may go back to school, or maybe even someone they're with is going back to school. My goodness, are those the squirrels, I wonder? Oh no, oh, those are my little blackbirds. Hi, babies. Oh my goodness, they're all over my tree outside. Hi, sweethearts. Oh my gosh. Oh, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. They're like tiny little black crows. I can't remember, but my gosh, they are all over out there. I have crows out there too. I have crows across the street, and the trees there. I love my crows. I absolutely love them. So let's see. We have the 4 of coins come out. So our 4 of coins came out reversed, and it says, the 4 of coins reversed suggests that instead of looking for ways you can help, you may be allowing resentment to get in your way. Are you heading into a situation fraught with resentment, as if you feel you are owed something? Instead of looking for how you can help, you may be worrying about how you are going to get paid back. Even if you have everything you need, you still feel impoverished. This attitude constricts the flow around you. This is not an insurmountable obstacle, but you have to work this out before you can make progress. And that is true. That is exactly that is the joining of these two here. You have to find the community. You have to start doing the work. And you have to, one of these cards, I can't remember which one, talked about, you have, basically what it comes down to is you have to change your own internal dialogue. If you are, and I totally get, because 100% I get the idea of everything is shitty right now. I don't have a pot to piss in, and I don't know what to do. I get that. But they're also saying that even though that may be true, don't hold on to resentment. Remember that this is a momentary circumstance that is going to get better, because you have been ascending for a long time and you have been through a lot, and you are now about to receive relief. But this relief that you're going to receive, and this help you're going to receive, only is going to help you if you make the choice to realize what's going on. If you make the choice to realize when you get here, it is difficult to see that here, but when you get here, if you're still looking at the cup as if the water's coming out, you're going to have a big problem. You have to learn that, okay, I got to take that cup out and throw that cup away, because that cup is no longer serving me, and I need to get this new cup that is stronger and put it under that water, because this cup doesn't break, it doesn't crack, it doesn't nothing. It's not plastic, it's glass, it's thick, it can hold that water, and even if there's a little crack, that water is not going to come out. That's what that is saying. You have to learn to switch that on, or it's just going to lead to absolute failure. You're not going to be able to achieve what you want to. But I do believe that this person can do it. I also believe this person is going to go back to school. Whether it's going to be for some kind of social work or therapy, or I see language, what's it called? Not ESL, English as a second language, but someone who helps children pronounce words. A vocabulary therapist, speech therapist. I see something like a speech therapist, something. It's not going to take 25 years of education. It is something that, yes, you're going to do now. You're probably going to have to keep up on degrees in general, but you're going to do that, because when you get to this community and you start filling the cracks so that they can hold the water better. Once you get the bigger cup and you put the water in there, and actually that water is just going to drain out and you're going to put new water in there because you're going to have new energy. Once you start doing that, because of probably the move that you are going to make, you are going to be in a better situation to do this education, because a lot of it you're going to be able to do online. And not only will you be able to do online, but because you have the help, you're going to be able to get the child care that you may need, or the people around you are going to go, okay, yeah, you have school those 2 days. Let me take your kids during the day, whatever. For those 2 days, because it's just this semester or whatever, or I don't know how online schooling works. I just know people who have done it. My nurse friends, of course, when you're a nurse, the rest of your education is all online. So yeah, this is really good. But you are right now done. I don't know why I'm repicking these cards back up, but I guess I am. So this is going to be very successful for you. You have to do the self-work. You have to start pulling yourself out of the negative mindset now, even though everything does seem down right now, it's time for you to step back and start pulling yourself out of this. Basically what they're saying to me is nosedive. Like when the plane is out of control and it's spinning and it nosedives into the ground, you have to start grabbing the clutch and pulling up this way. It doesn't matter the people surrounding you except for the ones that you have to take care of. It matters that you're pulling back and going, I need to take a walk for 10 minutes every single day for my own personal health. That's what it's saying. You need to start stepping back because your pessimism is getting in your own way. And you are not pessimistic. The fact is you've got so many goddamn cracks in the fucking glass that you can't keep the water in, and that is what's frustrating you. Because you know how to keep the water in there. You just can't, because this glass is broken and you don't have what you need to repair it, and you don't have what you need to get a new one. And the moment you're taken seriously, you're going to get the help you need. But you've got to start the self-doubt, the self-gaslighting. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm pissed off at this. Got to start bringing it back now, because that's going to help you here. And I'm not saying you have to do a lot. Un poco poco is all. Un poco poco. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just teensy baby step. Because when you pull back like that, when you see this person who's going to help you, they're going to notice, oh, God, this person's just about ready to crack. They've done some self-work, but they're not cracking, but there's something wrong here. And that's the minute you get taken seriously. That's when it's all stopped. That's when the luck comes in and you find your community who is going to help you. But it's a healthy community. It's a healthy community and not a gaslighty, narcissistic trying to convert you into believing what they want to. You know, it's not the here's the dark side, we've got cookies. It's the here's the light side and we're going to teach you how to make your own. We're going to take you grocery shopping. We're going to buy you your first set of dough for cookies, but really and truly, we're going to help you. We're going to teach you how to make them. We're not going to make them for you. They're not just going to be there for you. And so we also have the Three of Cups and the Sun, which is also number 1. And number 1 represents new beginnings. 100%, which is what this Page of Pentacles is representing as well, is new beginnings. Yeah. And the thing that this is saying too is because you're getting the help you need, this is also going to help the people around you, and this is going to help the future generations within your family line. And that's exactly what the 3 is saying. The 3 is traditionally the card of genius. Here we usually see a master craftsman conferring with his mason on the installation of a beautiful stained glass window in the cathedral. Okay? Usually this does represent a master painter, but the masterwork is being proudly showcased for future generations as an object of personal and collective pride. So this education that you're getting, you might actually be the first person to actually graduate from college. I also see community college in here, so don't be afraid to apply to your community colleges, even if it is just for your gen eds to go to another college that is better. And believe me, most colleges will take your community colleges. They'll also take your SUNY colleges, you know, as long as they're accredited. There are some colleges, especially highly religious ones, that are not accredited. Do not go to those. Go to the ones that are accredited. And especially if you know the second university you want to go to, make sure that they're going to take your classes, your hours, whatever they're called. So, what is the Sun too? I want to look up the Sun. The Sun card is about the self, who you are and how you cultivate your personality and character. The Sun's radiance is where one's original nature can be encountered in health and safety. The limitations of time and space are stripped away. The soul is refreshed and temporarily protected from the chaos outside the garden walls. Under the light of the sun, life reclaims its primordial goodness, truth, and beauty. If one person is shown on this card, it usually signifies a human incarnation of the divine. When two humans are shown, the image is portraying a resolution of the tension between opposites at all levels. It's as if the card is saying, you can do no wrong, it's all to the good. So, what the Sun is saying is something that this whole reading it keeps saying too, is this is about you. This is about the self. This is about you. Is it minorly about other people in your life? Yeah, sure. But the people that it's minorly about are the people that you're learning that you owe nothing to, and these are the people that you're deciding whether or not you still actually want them in your life or not. And it's by doing that self-work. It's by doing that self-work that helps you become this person, this new person who's going to go to school, who's going to have accolades, who is going to do something different in their life than anybody else did, and they're going to have very proud spirits because the spirits are pushing for this. Did we have a Knight of Swords out already? Let's see what that's about. Number 52, the Shepherd, indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. That's true. That's true. You'll have many friends that feel the way that you do. And by many, I don't mean 110. I mean, you know, a handful. Okay, stop that now. So, okay, stop that so I can concentrate. Rather than expect my various sentiments, righteousness may be beside himself, job of correcting the offender. Jumping too easily to confuse, he shoots first. Yeah. Do not know what this is about. Basically, don't bargain everything away. Yeah, that's true too. This card is traditionally entitled the Knight, but in some modern decks appears as the Prince. Traditionally, this card portrays the restless mind aroused by thoughts of offense and defense storming around, searching for a target to pounce on. He often feels slighted, has a chip on his shoulder, and bristles with a hostile attitude. His usual method is to look for someone to blame for his irritation. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about it. We're done being blamed. We're done blaming people for stuff. We're accounting, we're doing our shadow work. We're doing the stuff that we're supposed to do. We're doing the inside stuff. And then we have our Eight of Cups. The eight of this suit is often used to signify a disappointment, emotional setback, betrayal, or injury to the heart. Some tarot decks illustrate this principle, showing a young woman who has just been molested and then cast aside by a stranger passing through her village. His heartless act has left her vulnerable with potentially drastic consequences. This is a difficult card, but a realistic one insofar as it warns against misplaced trust and unguarded vulnerability, which is exactly what we've been talking about, because whatever is going on, this person definitely has a lot. They have a lot going on, but they're going to make it through. They're going to make it through. They are 100% going to make it through, but only if they do the self-work. That is the important part of it all, is doing the self-work. It's always the most important part of everything, because you can't grow and learn if you're not looking at the past and not fixing things, just coming to terms with what happened, what you did. I mean, that's part of growing older. Maybe we should do a reading on the card 42 to talk about what it's like to grow older in age. That could be a fun reading. So anyway, Spirit, do you have anything else that you would like to tell this person? The rod near predicts family quarrels, distant pecuniary losses. And by pecuniary, they just mean like maybe you're going to lose a shoe or something. Like it's small losses, but it's loss nonetheless. It's also the number 30 and the 10 of Swords. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't mind as long as I can get them off, but then that ends up being the problem that I can't get the. I'm sorry, it's just really bothering me today. It's like it doesn't want me to. See, it doesn't want me to be calm and patient. Okay. The 10 of this suit represents finality, the end of something, as is easy to grasp from the picture in many decks. There is no hope for revival here. A limit has been reached, a line has been crossed, and there is no turning back. In some situations, this may be felt as a tragic loss, but it often brings with it a paradoxical sense of release and closure. The waiting and wondering are over. There is no more ambiguity. You can rightly let go and move on, as there is no progress to be made here. Oh, wow. That's true. That's true. Because when you start doing this work, when you start setting these rules, boundaries, and limitations, and realizing who you do owe and who you don't owe, you are going to rightly let go and move on. And you will understand that there's no more progress to be made. And not only will you understand there's no more progress to be made, you'll have put that where it needs to go. You'll have gone, okay, I have done everything I can do. I can do no more. And there we go. There we go. I'm not going to feel guilty for this. The fact of the matter is, I can rightly let go and move on, because there is no more progress to be made here. None whatsoever. Emotionally and psychologically, this card appears when one is exhausted and used up, burnt out by the effort of caring and responding and trying to make a difference. When a person feels this way, they have reached burnout and can no longer be held responsible for anything, and therefore can be forgiven for caving in or ceding the fight. The simple instructions are, go no further along these lines. And that is exactly what this whole reading is saying. You have reached your limit. You personally, sorry about my foot. Oh wow, did not know that was gonna, there we go. You personally, and they're also telling me, I do believe this might be the end of the reading, because this is like the final thing. You are at the 10 of Swords. You can take no more. And where did we had we had the Jack right here. We have the Knight of Swords right here. And when the Knight of Swords, okay, so herein lies the thing. When the Knight of Swords comes in, okay, the Knight of Swords, I think it's the most upsetting when I literally just can't get them off there. There we go. See, if that was easy, and then a fourth pop-up. This card is traditionally entitled the Knight, but in some modern decks appears as the Prince. Traditionally, this card, okay. Furthermore, in an attitude of righteousness, he may assign himself the job of correcting the offender. So, the 10 is saying you're burnt out. You're burned out. You're burned out, and you're ready to get on your horse, because you're skipping from the 10 to the Knight. You're taking your bows and arrows, and now you're going to start hurting people that you don't want to hurt, and you're going to say things that you don't want to say, and they're going to be things that you can no longer take back, because you are burned out. Whoever this is, you are burned out, and the 10 of Swords has completely said that you are burnt out right now. You are burned out. So be careful of what you're saying. And like I said earlier, the whole reining yourself in up here, which is going to help you down here with the therapy that you're going to get or the assistance that you need, part of that is not going into the Knight of Swords. It is not screaming at people, my God, you're like this person and you're like that person and I can't say the things that my mom always, okay, so you know what? No, I'm going to actually look up the whole thing. Emily Dickinson, I know for a fact I don't have it on out here, but it's a poem my mom always used to read me, but she kind of read it in a different way. She would say, some say when a word is said, it is that I say, it just begins to live that day. But in reality, what it says is, and this is by Emily Dickinson, a word is dead when it is said, some say. I say it just begins to live that day. And what that means is that you are burned out. This is your situation right now. You're having tower moments, yes, but you are also extraordinarily burned out. And because you are so burned out, you are going to start saying things or doing things or whatever that you don't mean. And those words that you're saying are going to take a life of their own on, a life that you're not going to expect, a life that will remain in someone's head for the rest of their life, and they'll always remember that you said that. So if you say something like, my God, I can't stand you guys, I wish you would all just leave me alone, or I wish I'd never met you, or I wish you'd never been born, they're going to hang on to those words for the rest of their life, and they're not going to forgive you for them. That is why it is very important that right now, the queen is burnt out. And the queen needs to make sure that even though she's burnt out, even though he is burnt out, even though they are burnt out right now, whomever you are, you do not do this. You go to the page, okay? But don't go to the knight, because that's not going to help you. That's only going to alienate people from you. It's also not going to help people take you seriously. So if you don't start curbing what you say right now, when you get to the person who is going to listen to you, they may not listen to you because you have not done and curbed yourself a little bit. But this is a reading of positivity. It's just you're burnt out right now, and the you don't want to reach the Jack. You don't want to reach the Knight of Swords. That's just over frazzle and hard to come back from. So I think that's pretty much about it. Let me see where this. Okay. Okay. So the universe says to tell you, when the Justice card is reversed, because the Justice card reversed came out, the deepest meanings, or if you understand this, you might understand this better than I do. When the Justice card is reversed, the deeper meaning of the situation is being withheld for reasons only a higher power
truly understands. There are times that logical, common, rational, and organic laws are overridden by some paradoxical higher order. At such times, you won't be fully informed about what is going on. Wait, stay quiet, keep watching and listening. Eventually, the chaos will resolve itself and the truth will be revealed. And that is basically what is going on. Unless you have some legal proceedings going on, unless someone has some legal proceedings going on in some place somewhere in there somewhere someone is lying. If someone here is lying, if you've got something here where okay, so this is what it's telling me. It doesn't necessarily have to be a court of law, but if someone here is lying, soon, very soon, the truth is going to come out. Just keep low. Just keep track of everything. Keep your receipts. It's when the chaos dies down, the truth is going to be revealed. And that might have something to do up here with the 9 of coins, the number 39, up here, the heart. That might have something to do with that, where this person is going to see that this person is actually lying. They're going to see the chaos is going to settle down and they're going to see the truth. Very, very much so. So, he needs you to know that. Okay, well, all right. So this one like literally just flipped out. It's the Ace of Wands. It just literally like flipped out into my hand. An ace of this suit in this position symbolizes a pivotal act or fateful step that will set loose a chain of events leading toward your desired goal. It refers to a birth or new beginning, the inauguration of an endeavor, and the building of the necessary commitment to see a project or plan through. It personifies an aroused will that is totally focused, aiming at the bullseye. So whatever this is, whatever you're fighting, there is going to be a resolution. There is going to be a resolution. Someone is going to see the chaos and it is going to be brought to the attention. And because it's being brought to the right people, this is going to allow you to find that community of people that are going to help you the way that you need it. But remember, you got to set your own rules, boundaries, and limitations. You've got to start holding yourself back here and remembering that everything that you say has meaning and hurts people no matter how little it is. You know, I'm telling you, if you tell somebody, my God, you'd be so pretty if you just lost weight, that will stay with them forever. I promise. I'm 52 and it has. Just like, oh, if you lose enough weight, I'll buy you a new outfit. It has stuck with me since I was 8 years old. I'm 52. Words mean something. Every word that comes out of your mouth means something. It manifests something, whether good, bad, chaotic, benign, it manifests something. So, really and truly, you are really burned out. You are the queen. You are having massive tower moments. Just start holding back now. Because there is help for you, and I do see where this is going to really make a big, huge difference. This is the help that you have been looking for, waiting for, and wanting, and been asking for. It's like you're almost done with all of your tests, and it sucks, but sometimes these are things we have to go through, aren't they? And I'd love to say these are pick yourself up by the bootstrap moments, but let's face it, my dishes aren't done in the kitchen, and I'm sitting here doing a reading, so hey, guess who's ignoring dishes? This gal. Yeah. Get our James Hetfield on. Who doesn't love some Metallica? Amazing concert. One of my favorites. Although Iron Maiden, hoofty. Dang, 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 dang. Bruce Dickinson. And after cancer, throat cancer. Whew, what a story. That was a great show. Oh, and good friends too. Love of my life with me. Can't go wrong with that. So I feel like this is kind of where we're going to end it now. I don't really think that we need to do anything more. Pretty much, I think we have all the information that we need. So, yeah. Yep. Start doing your self-work. Start doing your thing. And this is going to clear up. But start doing the self-work now. If you can change one thing now, just do it. If you can change two things now, do it. Doesn't, whatever it is, do it. So, anyway, I hope this has helped whoever it needs to help. And I will say to you, have a good evening and have a lovely Sunday, no matter what Sunday this is that you find this on or whatever day of the week. And as I always say, good night, God bless you, we love you, and be good, behave, be happy, be yourself, and take care.